What's up, guys, and welcome to the Heart of Fear LFR guide. We're going to go through all 6 bosses. We're going to try to get through them pretty quick, and so let's get right into it, right? The Heart of Fear LFR has actually been nerfed a little. That's actually how much Blizzard made the mechanics matter. People literally cannot go in there and face roll anymore. It doesn't work. It's very frustrating. So here's how you do it. First thing I want you to know, type things out. Type every strategy out to everybody. People tend to want to get it done. They don't tend to want to sit in there and troll. A lot of people will not do research. A lot of people won't watch this video who are making you angry. It's just the way it is. If you want to recommend them to watch it, by all means. But the first boss, like, if you type out all the strategies though, guys, they will watch. I promise you. Like, they will listen and they will do what they're supposed to do. I've seen it. They just don't have any idea. They don't care to learn. They don't want to research. They just want to show up and try to get loot, which is okay. It's not right, but whatever. Okay, so here's how you do it. First boss, pretty simple. He always starts on the ring platform. So you go to the rings. You do the rings first. All you have to do is dodge the rings. Stand about halfway outside of the room. Stand at max melee range. You're good to go. Just dodge the rings in a circle. They go extremely slow in LFR, so it shouldn't be that hard. Even if you do get hit, it really doesn't hurt. Second phase, force and verve. During this phase, you can literally all stack on the boss because the bubbles don't have a set number of people that can stand in them. So literally everybody could be in the middle. It doesn't matter. Just tell them to get in a bubble. That's pretty much your job. Just get in a bubble. It doesn't matter which one. Just pick a bubble and go. Whatever one's closest. And then when you get to the third phase, again, break out the mind-controlled people. It doesn't really matter if you use dots or not because it's LFR. People just don't care. So just kind of break it out as fast as you can. On the last phase, obviously, when you have all 3, here's the biggest thing, guys, is make sure that you have somebody in your group. The more people that you can go with as a group, the better this is going to be for Heart of Fear, at least for a couple of weeks until people get gear and until people realize what's going on, and they get smarter at the fights. Even the first half was a lot easier than it was the first week. The first week on Garalon, I thought I was going to find a rope and do something I shouldn't. It was that bad. They've actually nerfed LFR now to where you can go through this. Anyway, so you get through all those phases, then obviously you go in the middle, you pop hero, so make sure someone in your group has hero if you can friend up, and then that way you can pop hero at least at the right times, assuming someone else doesn't pop it at the start of every fight like they always do. Anyway, you just dodge all the abilities. It takes about, you're only down on the other platform for like 25 seconds. As you can see here, people are getting hit by tornadoes. It doesn't do a ton of damage. You can literally just channel healing cooldowns through these and get through them if you need to, okay? The next boss, Blade Lord Tayak, pretty simple fight. All you're doing here is, it's almost the exact same as normal, except obviously nothing hits as hard. And, yeah, so you stack up for unseen strikes, which, as long as you've got, like, I think 4 or 5 people, pretty much, like, you're good to go. So again, if you can get a group of like 5 to 8 people that you know and go in there, at least for the first half, if they're tanks, like, you're good to go. If you got a couple of tanks and some healers, you're good to go. If you don't have any tanks, it can be a little iffy in the second half, but that's okay. Anyway, all you're doing is, obviously, you're dodging tornadoes, you stack up for unseen strike. The wind step debuff, I didn't see much of, and if I did, it didn't really matter much. So, but I mean, if you want to stay spread out just to get used to the normal modes, I would recommend staying spread out 8 yards, as nothing really hits that hard. You could almost literally just stack on the boss and blow them up, except for the tornadoes. Obviously, don't keep them in the center of the room. Try to move them down the edge of the room. Again, in LFR, your tanks aren't going to know anything, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, if you need to, I would recommend just dealing with it. You know what I mean? Like, if you have to, it's LFR, guys. Like, they're gonna leave in the middle because they don't want to do anything else. Like, they just want to sit there and just press 1 or whatever it is they do and try to collect loot. They want to get away with as little as possible. Understand that when you go in, that LFR is designed for people who do not have time to raid and research fights. It's designed for them to still be able to see the content. And right now, that's just what it is, and so get over that. If you want to be a better player and you want to be more in depth, like, that's what normal modes are for. That's what heroic modes are for. This group is not for you. You, like, don't get mad at these people. Just go. If you type in caps, you're doing it wrong. That doesn't help anybody. Like, we all know they're doing it wrong because they're all dead. Like, we get that. Like, that's obvious. I found that instead of screaming at people, if you simply just say, okay, for this fight, this is what you need to do. Melee, blah, 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 blah. Tanks, blah, 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 blah. Ranged, blah, 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 blah. And healers. And literally, if you just take 3 minutes and type it out, like, and don't do it while you're cleaning trash, because they won't read it. Like, the brain of an LFR person does not work that way. They cannot do trash and read at the same time. Trash is so much more important than reading a boss strat. I promise you, I've seen it. Just to finish off this fight, though, obviously, at the end, you dodge tornadoes, go down to one end, burn them 10%. Dodge tornadoes, go down to the other end, burn them 10%. GG. Okay, that's the entire Blade Lord fight. Like I said, guys, type out the strats, though. Like, that's the biggest thing, is if you don't type out the strategies, people don't know what to do, because they will not press Shift J and look in their dungeon journal. They will not go online and watch this guide. Like, the reason that you guys are watching this guide is because you're frustrated as hell that people have no idea what they're doing. It's okay. Like, we're okay with that. We understand that that's going to happen. Don't be that person. As long as you're not that person, like I said, if you can pretty much get 15 people on the same page and they're both tanks, the other 10 people can go sit in the corner. It doesn't really matter. As long as you guys know what you're doing, you're good to go. Garalon. This fight plagued the first half of LFR. They actually nerfed this fight. No longer can people troll the group and just stand underneath the boss in the purple circle and him just crush repeatedly until you're all dead. They put crush on a 30-second cooldown. So now the idiots who tank pheromone and they don't know what they're doing, like on this fight, they told me to do it. So I went over there to do it, and there's 4 people just trading it. I just said, screw it, I'm not doing it. What you need to do is you can literally do it with 2 people now. And just every 30 seconds, because let's be honest, he's going to crush every 30 seconds because there's going to be a melee standing underneath him. There's going to be. So let's not be mad about that. Let's get over it. And let's understand that that's what's going to happen. So the pheromones need to try to be kited around the outside. So if you and a buddy, like, just say, okay, me and this guy have pheromones. So whoever gets pheromones first, just go grab it off them and then get away from everybody. And then once you and your buddy are set up, then you can do it. And you only need to trade it every 30 seconds because he can't crush in between that. So it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, just trade it, have the other guy DPS, trade it, have the other guy DPS. It doesn't matter what your DPS is on this fight, guys, if you're one of those, if you're one of the pheromone people. Just make sure that you're doing the pheromones right, because I'll be honest, between that and just, like, keeping the 2 tanks in front of them, like, it doesn't matter. They're going to get hit by everything. Like, then it makes it a lot easier for healers, okay? And that's the biggest thing, is as this fight goes on, the healers just go because they're literally, you're crushing every 30 seconds regardless. But what was happening, and the reason they nerfed it, was because you could crush, because there'd always be that, I'm going to use rogue here. I don't know why, but I have a feeling it's a rogue. It's just literally sitting underneath, just stabbing the belly of the boss in the big purple circle because he thinks that's what gives him a damage buff. Like I said, guys, don't get mad at these people. If you explain it beforehand, then kick these people. Then you can say, okay, vote kick this idiot because he was underneath. Like, then you can do that. That's fine. Don't just get angry and yell at people. Again, it does nothing but make you look like a dick. It doesn't, no one's going to listen to you if you do that. Like, if you say, okay, guys, here's what we did wrong. Okay, guys, here's what we need to do for this boss. A lot of times they'll listen because they don't care about the boss. They care about the loot. That's what LFR's for. They just want a chance at that 483 gear. That's all they want. So when you understand that, going forward, use it. It's a psychological game against the LFR. Like, it's you versus your patience versus the LFR in a 3-way battle of who's going to get pissed off first. It's going to be you, your patience, or everybody else in the LFR. Anyway, guys, that's the Garalon fight. Is you pretty much, if you can do those things, you're burning the boss, you kill him. Oh yeah, kill the legs, and don't kill the body, kill the legs. Once all the legs are dead, then you kill the body. It's okay. You can do it. Because every time you kill a leg, it takes away 3% of his health. It's a good thing to do. Do that. This fight. Tanks, this fight's for you. This fight is really for you. If you're an AoE vengeance tank, I mean, I don't care what you do. Spec everything AoE and have a blast in this fight. This is the funnest fight to see a tank. Like, when I did this the very first time, I don't think it's this one. When I did it the first time, there was a warrior pulling like 500,000 DPS. I mean, just crushing people. Just absolutely, just, oh my god, it was amazing. But what you want to do, guys, is literally mark a target from each group, okay? Don't worry. You can use the spears that are in the back if you want to CC and add. It's not a huge deal. Pick a guy from each group and put a mark on their head. Skull X triangle, Skull X square, doesn't matter. What happens is these mobs actually share a health pool, okay? So if you have a focused target, you'll burn that mob down, and once he dies, his entire group of ads dies. In LFR, the way that you do it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter which one you kill first, as long as you kill all of them. None of them do enough damage that you cannot zerg through. But if you leave all the ads up, about 2 minutes into the fight, the tanks are just going to get rocked, and the healers aren't going to have anything left. Like, they're not going to have any. The tanks aren't going to have any personal cooldowns left. The healers aren't going to have any personal cooldowns left. Like, it's just important to burn down the ad sets and then just jump on the boss. Yes, you can still pop hero at the start, because let's be honest, they're going to do it anyway. So that's okay, because. And don't get me wrong, guys, AoE. Like, have fun with this fight. This fight is awesome. Like, if you have good AoE, spec into it, because it's amazing. It's so much fun on this fight to just literally see how high of numbers you can get. The first time I did this, I ranked #1 in the world with a Frost Mage on LFR. It was so funny, because it was just so much fun. I didn't put that footage in here. I put the actual kill attempt, because I literally just didn't care. I was just, no, AoE, I don't care about order. And that's the mentality of LFR people. And I even found myself getting caught into that, guys, and that's okay. You know, every once in a while you're allowed to do it. Just know the mechanics. You know, at least put your target icon over the skull, so that if you do have to throw out a single target spell, at least you're throwing it on the correct person. At least that way your AoE branches off from at least the generally right point. But it's really easy, guys. You just burn those, burn the ads. If you do get the wind, you know, if you want to run away, you can in LFR. It really doesn't matter. The only thing that really hurts is his arrows. If you can just time healing cooldowns and maybe use a personal, like, defensive cooldown or a lock rock during that, you'll be fine. But those will hurt. Amber Shaper. Amber Shaper, Amber Shaper, Amber Shaper. This is the bane of LFR. To steal a line from Preach Gaming, Brad from accounting designed this LFR. He did. No, they can handle it. Just release it. If you don't have two tanks who know what they're doing, and I'm not kidding, it doesn't matter if all 23 other players are pro as hell. It doesn't, like, you could have 23 players from Method. Okay, well, maybe not, but you know what I'm getting at. You could literally have 23 really good players, and if both of the tanks are complete, just have no idea what they're doing, they don't have to be bad. Remember, guys, they're not bad, they just don't know. They're not bad, they just don't know, because they don't care to know. They have to know. They have to know this fight. You have to tell them, tanks, do you know this fight? What's the LFR answer? Of course I do. Yes, I'm not a noob. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what do you do? And then watch the blood drain from their face. Okay, here's what you have to do. Tanks, I'm talking directly to you right now. This is what you have to do. You are going to get the mind control thingy. You are going to get put into the A-bomb in phase 1. It is going to happen. You have no choice. The other tank needs to tank stuff. What you need to do is the DPS need to burn your A-bomb down to 20%. If they need to get it down to 10% to get you out, you're doing it wrong. At 20%, button 4 is available. You can press button 4, and you can get out of the A-bomb, and then go back to tanking, and then the other guy can go. But what you're doing is you're standing on the boss, and you're spamming #1. That's all you're doing. Don't go get pools. Don't go do it. Don't go do it in phase 1. I swear to you, do not go do it. There's no reason for you to go get a pool in phase 1. You're building pools for the last phase. Don't you do it. It's not nice, and it just screws everything up. Stay on the boss, press 1. As soon as you can get out, press 4. As soon as you can press 4, press 4. Okay? The next phase. You want to kill the ads, you want to get in the people in the A-bombs need to get on the boss, and again, you're just spamming 1 and interrupting yourself. You will cast the spell. During that spell cast, all you're doing, hang on 1 second. Alright, during that spell cast, all you are doing is waiting, you're just spamming your 1 and waiting to interrupt. Like, as soon as you see yourself start casting, you press 2. 1, and then 2. It's like being an arcane mage in Kata. You just press 1 and 2. That's all you gotta do. And then in the last phase, yeah, that's when you drink the pools. When you get low on health, then you go around and drink the pools, get back on the boss, interrupt yourself, interrupt the boss. Like, that's all you gotta do is you're either pressing your interrupt or you're spamming on the boss #1. If you're on low on health in phase 3, you're getting the pools. DPS who aren't in there, If there's little ads up, kill the little ads. If the big monstrosity's up, kill the big monstrosity. Tanks tank the big monstrosity. He's big and yellow and you can't miss him. He fills up 95% of your screen. Tank him. He's tankable. The other tank is in the bomb. He cannot do it. You are the only one. So you tank. Remember, guys, to just follow your kill priority. Okay? Break the tanks out if they need to be in phase 1. Okay? Break the tanks out if they need to be in phase 2. Kill the big monstrosity. Kill the little ads. Then you kill the boss. Then you target the boss. And then in phase 3, if you get A-bombed, again, go stand on the boss, interrupt yourself, and spam 1 on the boss so that he's taking a ton of damage. If you don't get A-bombed, remember, kill any little ads, then kill the boss. This is when you want to pop heroes, when you want to pop everything, because this phase sucks in LFR. There's nothing worse than this phase in LFR. This is the bane of LFR's existence, is this entire fight. Because like I said, guys, if the tanks start running around eating pools in phase 1 and they're not interrupting themselves or the boss and they're just wonderfully running around, can you heal through it? Yeah, kinda. Well, the LFR healers, can you heal through it? They better be good. Like I said, guys, this is all about the tanks. I cannot stress to you enough. It's tanks and then kill priority. That's the entire fight. If you can follow the tanks and the kill priority, you can easily beat this fight. Like, the damage that goes out is nothing if they know what they're doing in their A-bombs and they know how to interrupt, and you know which ads to kill first. Remember, just the boss is the last priority to kill in this. If everything else is dead, then you're killing the boss. And finally, the Grand Empress. I love this fight. In normal mode, guys, I'm not kidding you, this may be my favorite fight that I've seen from Blizzard so far. Sulong is also very, very fun in Terrace, but this fight is so good. Like, it is just so good. In LFR, they kind of give you what it's going, but you do have dissonance fields. If you get the Cry of Terror buff, go stand in the dissonance field. Don't kill yourself, but as soon as you know what I mean, like, cycle in and out of that dissonance field, still casting, but while you're DPSing, until your Cry of Terror buff is off. Obviously, the reason you're stepping out of the dissonance field is so that you can get heals, because you can't get heals when you're in there. So you're going in with the buff. As soon as you get low on health, you come back out, get healed up, go back until your buff finishes off, and then just start pew-pewing the boss again. Okay? And that's phase 1. In phase 2, you're killing the Reavers. So, like, target a Reaver and kill them. There's no traps that really come out. You don't have to worry about anything. There will be targets that get fixated on. If you get fixated, just run away. It's not a big deal. But literally, you can tank everything on top of each other and just zerg down a Reaver. Just make sure you put a skull on one of the Reavers and then have the other tank just kind of run away a little bit and kind of just hold the other pile away so that tank's not taking insane damage. The Reavers, I believe, in LFR only have like 12 million health, so you just burn them down real quick and you're good to go. Rinse and repeat. Fight's over.